Hello and welcome back. This is the last part of Unit 7 UGC NET JRF Forensic Science. In this part, we will discuss about computer forensics or cyber forensics. Now, cybercrime and the terms related with it. So, the crime in which the target can be computer, network, digital, or electronic device, or these are used as a means to commit a crime. In these scenarios, we will call it a cyber crime. So the important terms are encryption. Encryption is converting the simple text or simple information into unreadable format. Decryption is the decoding of that unreadable information, and it will convert this unreadable information into again readable form. Skimmer is attached in ATM machines in case of ATM frauds. So, so this device capture the information of the card and it will create the clone of the card. Espionage is the insider threat. Now the various types of cybercrime against individual, these are email spoofing, spamming, cyber defamation, harassment, cyber stalking, etc. Against property, it is credit card fraud, intellectual property crimes, internet time theft. Against organization, it is unauthorized access to computer, denial of service, virus attack, email bombing, salami attack, logic bomb, Trojan horse, data diddling, etc. Against society, it is forgery, cyber terrorism, webjacking. Against infrastructure, it is satellite communication, electricity, matlab, changing the instruction in cases of satellite communication, electricity, dam, etc. We will discuss these crime in details. Now the crime against individual. First is email spoofing, in which uh, there is a forgery of identity of a person and sending mails to another person or another users. So different ways of spoofing are fake accounts, compromised system, hacking by simple mail transfer protocol, social engineering, phishing by fake websites that steals the info. When we The fake website will show us a login page, and when we fill the login information, it will show an error. This is just done to steal the information. Social engineering means hearing someone's password and using it, or another one is email spamming, in which there is a junk mail, and when we click on that mail or click on that there will or the link, it will send us to the phishing website, and again the information will be stealed. It will set up a malware in our system. Cyber defamation, so defaming someone on a virtual medium or through a virtual medium or a virtual platform. Cyber stalking, following a person's movement across the internet. Now the crime against property. First is card frauds. So the manipulation and alteration of genuine cards by social engineering, phishing, etc. Intellectual property crimes, stealing the intellectual property, as in the case of software piracy, copyright infringement, trademark and service mark violation, etc. Internet time theft by using someone else's ID and password through hacking or unlawful access. Now, the crime against organization. First is virus attack, sending the virus using attachment or through a website. then execution and spreading or replication of virus. When we click on that attachment or go to that website, it will spread the virus in our system, and our system will be corrupted. The virus will attack the program, the application, and it will steal the hard disk space or CPU time and retrieve the private information. Another one is worm. It is also a malware. It copies itself. It uses network. So it will attack the network. It will fill the storage of the system, and the system will be hanged. Email bombing, when large number of mails are spam mails are sent to a particular email ID. Due to this vast number of email, the mail server will be crashed. Salami attack, in which minor attack adds up to become major, but due to these minor attacks, these are untraceable. These are also known as salami slicing. For example, there was a salami attack in a bank. The whole accounts were hacked, and the not the rupees, the paisa was taken from each account holder, and it will become a large amount, but it will not be noticed very easily, because to the individual customer of the bank, the paisa is not that important. The rupees amount is what we see, not the paisa. Like 20,000.12 paisa. Nobody will notice that 0.12 paisa. Now the Trojan attack. It is named under the Trojan horse. So what is a Trojan horse? It is a wooden horse in which in outside it is a wooden horse. Inside there were attackers. So the function is the same. The From outside it will look normal, but inside it will contain a malicious code. And this Trojan will act as a back door. It will open a door to the whoever the perpetrator or the culprit is, to get the unlawful access to the affected computer and to cause damage or to steal the data. But this Trojan attack will not work without internet. Example, keylogger. So keylogger works like it will get the information of what are the keys that are being struck on the keyboard. Computer sabotage. So it is the introduction of worms, virus or logic bombs to hinder the normal functioning of the computer system. Password sniffing. These are the programs used to record the name and password of a network user. Example, Parsha. There are differences in password sniffing. It uses a program. Shoulder surfing, in which we through eavesdropping we hear someone's password. And social engineering, in which somebody call you randomly and will tell you that because of your bank, we are from your bank and we want to know these details of yours. So this type of thing is social engineering. So these three things are different. Now the DOS or denial of service attack, in which there will be attack on services such as internet bandwidth, CPU cycle, etc. First is ping of death. So ping is used to check whether the system is in working condition or not. Ping plus IP address will make a one ping packet, and this one ping packet will create will have 4 reply packets. So if we send million of ping packets or huge size ping packets, so the system will be busy in replying for that millions of packets. So the reply would be 4 times. So the system will be corrupt and the stored information will overflow. So the stored information will be transferred to the uh, perpetrator. Another is user datagram protocol flooding, UDP flooding. It is a sessionless or connectionless computer networking protocol. In this type of attack, a large number of UDP packets are sent to the server so that it will make this server computer busy in processing and responding to that large number of UDP packets. And the firewall protecting the targeted server will be exhausted, and it will result in the denial of services to what is necessary to the legitimate traffic. Another one is Transmission Control Protocol or TCP, the three-way handshake. SYN is used to establish connection. Acknowledgement and SYN is getting by the we get that by the receiver. So firstly, the sender will send the SYN. The receiver will send the acknowledgement plus SYN. Then the sender will again send the acknowledgement and the connection will be developed. This is the way. This is the three-way handshake. But SYN flooding is when the server, instead of acknowledgement, it will uh, give large number of SYN packets at this point, at the third step. And this will affect the bandwidth and corrupt the system. TCP dump is a tool for network sniffing. Teardrop attack, in which an attacker will send high number of fragmented internet protocol packets, or these packets contain metadata of IP, and these fragmented packets were sent in a jumbled manner. So the receiver system will get busy in sequencing these jumbled packets, and the service got corrupted. Domain name system or DNS flood attack. Domain name system is when we have a domain such as Google, and it will connect us to the IP address. So in this type of flood attack, DNS flood attack, attacker will send many spoof packets that do not have false packets. So DNS cache will be unable to connect the domain name with the IP address, and the system will be hanged. The last one is hypertext transfer protocol flood attack. So huge number of HTTP packets were sent and it will block the server's site. Attacker uses bots or automatic computers to send millions of packets at a time. Now the distributed denial of service attack. So the compromised system, from the compromised system or the victim system, a message or the packets would get broadcast into the router, and the packets would reach n number of computers, and to all those computers there will be 4 reply packets, and all these reply packets will be sent on the victim's IP. So the system get corrupted. Now the types of attack, these are of two types, external or internal. External ones are salami, credit card frauds, Trojan horse, phishing mails, DOS, DDoS, man in the middle, mobile phone related attacks. Internal ones are bad password policy, unrestricted access to the outsider, fake application, improper use of IT security tools, social engineering, and bad employee. The external attacks I have already discussed about Trojan horse, phishing mails, DOS, DDoS, ping of death, SYN flooding. Now the man in the middle attack. There is a connection between the client and the server. So in man in the middle attack, the attacker splits this connection into two. One between the client and the attacker and the other between the attacker and the server. So the complete information that is flowing from the client to the server or from the server to the client, it will pass through the attacker. Mobile phone related attacks, malicious SMS or MMS, fake mobile phone application, clickjacking, Bluetooth attack, open Wi-Fi attack, free charging attacks, etc. Internal attacks, fake application used by employees from unknown sources such as fake antivirus, attracting screensavers, untrusted browsers, downloading songs and movies, etc. Next is improper use of IT tools. You should never disable firewall. Use a good antivirus and update it. Scan the system and external memory devices. Social engineering, bad employees, dismissed or temporary employees that will provide the information to the attacker. Identity theft by shoulder surfing, forged telemarketing, spam and phishing mails, etc. The elements of digital forensics. So first we will identify the exhibits, seize them, preserve them, extract the information, interpret the information, document the information, and then present the information in the court. Now cyber security, proactive approach before crime has taken place. Cyber forensics, reactive approach where after the crime has taken place. CAPO is the Chief Association of Police Officials. CAPO formed four basic principles for handling digital evidences. First is there should not be any change in the data, not even by the law enforcement agencies or the persons employed. Second, in case if there is a need to access the original data, the person accessing the data must be competent to do so and able to give explanation, the valid reasons for doing so. Third is an audit trail or other record of all the processes that were applied to the digital evidence should be recorded, should be preserved, and an independent third party would examine those processes and will achieve the same result, and should the third party should achieve the same result for the authenticity. Fourth is the person in charge of investigation has overall responsibility for ensuring law and adherence to all the principles by the investigation team. To maintain the integrity of the evidence, hash value is generated, and the process of generating this hash value is known as message digest or hashing. Hash value is obtained using the following algorithms: MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256. So the hash value is specific for a specific file. Now how these algorithms work. So MD5 have 56 bits, that means 2 to the power 56 possible combinations of hash values are there. So if all the possible combinations are used, there is a possibility that two files have the same hash value. That is why different algorithms are used. Different algorithms or different bits are used. For example, in SHA-256, the combinations would be more. 2 to the power 256 possible combinations would be there. Hash value will not change with the change in name of the file or its extension. It will change only if the content of the file is changed. Write blocker is a device used so that there will be no transfer of data between the suspected one or the connecting media carrying the forensic tool for its examination. Now the various branches of digital forensics. First is live forensics, when system is in working condition, that will contain volatile data. If the system is in sleep, RAM is awake. In hibernation, file is saved of RAM data. Disk or dead forensic, when the system is switched off. Network forensics. Network forensics, in which data is transmitted through network. The tools used are NISA, Network Session Analyzer, or Wireshark. Mobile forensic, email forensic, social media forensic, cloud forensic, web forensic, database forensics. These are the following branches of digital forensics. Incident response and their responders. So Faraday bags are used in packaging these evidences to block the network. Bubble wraps to block the to protect from damage. Coordination team, which can externally guide but cannot control, example CERT. Magnetic impact, so any kind of magnetic field should be avoided near the evidences, as there will be reoccurring of 0 and 1 signals and the whole data will be wiped out due to the magnetic impact. ISAC, Information Sharing and Analysis Centers. CSIRT, Computer Security Incident Response Team. Enhanced Integrated Digital Investigation Procedure. It is invented by Baryam Ureba and Tushabe in 2004, and it consists of 5 phases: readiness phase, deployment phase, traceback phase, dynamite phase, and review phase. Live forensics or volatile data, RAM data recovery. So the raw data is difficult to recover. DD is the raw image file format. The processed data is converted into different plain text forms. The compressed files is used only if the destination file is not sterile. The formats of compressed files are encase, encase or E01, true P01. Tools used to recover this RAM data are Helix, which collects the information but will not process it. FTK Imager, Analyzer, Encase, WinLift, Magnetic Forensics. So the order of volatility, or how would we handle the volatile information, which one would be considered as a priority. So this is you can also say this is the priority list. So the first one is register and cache. Next is routing tables, ARP cache, process table, kernel statistics and modules, main memory, that is RAM, temporary system files, secondary memory, router configuration, network topology. All these are volatile data. Now, why are we collecting the volatile data? What is its importance? So it will tell us the current running state and system configuration details, activities performed or the activities in progress, the root cause of the incident, how the malware or what is the gateway, timeline of the incident, time, data or user responsible for the incident, and network connection details. The volatile active system information, system profile, system data and date and time, command history, system uptime, running processes, open files, startup file, file accessed, clipboard data, logged in users, DLLs, or shared libraries and system information. So this is the whole information that will get from the volatile data. Swapping, the RAM will transfer data to cache and cache will transfer the executed data or swap files to the RAM. Digital evidence handling at crime scenes. So document the crime scene, operating system verification, basic input output system date and time, and if there are any differences, hardware and software configuration, IP or MAC address, computer system, weather shutdown, power off, identify evidence and authenticate through a hashing algorithm, hash value, make bitstream copy or image of the seized storage media or the evidence, label all the connecting cables and photograph them. Now, as per the CEPO rule, we cannot change the data, we cannot use the original data. So what we do is, we back up the data by copying, cloning or imaging. In copying, there is the transfer of active files and folders only. The deleted files, hidden files, unallocated space, swap files, these are not copied during a copying process. During imaging, there will be copying of sector by sector or bit by bit, but except sector 0 and MFT index, except bad sector, as tools cannot read bad sector. So in imaging, there will be sector by sector copying, but there will be no copying of sector 0 or the and bad sector. In cloning, there will be copying of sector 0 also. Disadvantages of cloning are, if the USB is cloned in a hard disk, so the remaining space of the hard disk will be unusable. We cannot use it, and the analysis is not done by cloning. It is imaging is done for that purpose. Cloning is just for copying the sector 0. Now the mobile forensic, it includes it includes mobile phones, tablets, laptops, or iPads. The crime associated are blackmail, extortion calls, stalking, wishing, uh, VoIP, SIM cloning, etc. Storage media includes of a mobile phone includes internal storage, external storage, cloud, and SIM. Evidences to be searched are message, call logs, multimedia, contact, internet history, documents, applications, make and model, IMEI number, that is International Mobile Equipment Identity, SSN, SIM serial number, IMSI, International Mobile Subscriber Identity, calendar events, notes, location by SNS or social networking sites, deleted data, etc. Data acquisition can be done by physical method, that is using bootloader by sending commands to the flash memory to acquire the data. Its advantages are log bypass except biometric. It will not work in the case where biometric is used as the log. It is helpful in deleted data recovery, hidden data recovery, data from unallocated space, powering events such as switch on and off time. Logical, in which no deleted, hidden or slack space data can be recovered. Manual and chip off. The tools used for data recovery are UFED Celebrite, Mobile Check Suite, Oxygen, XRY, Mobile Edit, etc. Thank you for watching. For more such videos, like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel Vidhi Vigyan. In the next session, we will begin with Unit 8 of UGC NET JRF Forensic Science. Thank you.